Hello, Libra. Happy holidays. Here is your weekly horoscope for December 27th to January 2nd. Well, you start off the week with the moon in Gemini, and that's very pleasant for you because that's a sign that helps you have fun. The moon is going to be in your ninth house of higher education, so over the holidays, you may be looking at taking some courses in sometime in the new year, or perhaps teaching if that's something that you do. Libra is well known for the abilities at communication, so perhaps you're looking at expanding your work and career into teaching and education next year. This week is a good time to take a look at that. Now, we also have Mercury in Capricorn this week, which is going to, well, challenge you at times. It could be that even with a pandemic shutdown in most areas, it could be that you're quite busy keeping up with all your friends and family. There's a lot of communication, a lot of interaction back and forth. It might also mean that you're just going to put your feet up and binge watch TV all week if you get the whole week off, but you're going to be surrounded by communications. Some of them may be challenging. Very likely the challenge is the fact that you can't spend time with family as you would like to. With Venus still in Sagittarius, that's also very pleasant for you. Also in an area of your chart that deals with education and also travel. I'm guessing since travel is rather restricted right now, that may not be the likelihood for you. And some people may actually be looking at perhaps purchasing a trip or a new vehicle a little bit later in the year, or maybe soon, and this might be something that you're looking at right now. With Mars still in the sign of Aries, opposite your sign, there still may be some issues within some relationships, whether it be you or someone else trying to have a little bit more control or be a bit domineering. Again, either you or someone else, and that probably needs to be brought into balance. I would take care to try not to have too many fights or disagreements over this, though, because in the early part of the week, Mars is still squaring the planet Pluto, and that is partly what has brought up some of these issues between you and some of your relationships. Having said that, with Jupiter and Saturn now moving into Aquarius, or have already moved into Aquarius, that is very positive for you, and in fact may bring about perhaps a new romance, or if you're already very happily involved, perhaps renegotiating your relationship, maybe looking at renewing vows, or perhaps just adjusting some of the boundaries within your relationship. But either way, it should be end up being a good thing. So don't be too concerned about the challenges you might be facing early in the week, because that will be part of the process of helping to make you and your partner a lot more happy. We have Uranus slowing down to make a station in Taurus in mid-January in a couple weeks. For now, that's not really affecting you, but once that happens, very likely you're going to find that things may suddenly start to move forward for you. That's a little bit later in a week. I'm a little bit ahead of myself, but just to share that good news with you. Neptune had not been in a very pleasant relationship most of the week with the north node of the moon, and kind of still isn't. But the good news is there is a sextile between Neptune and Mercury, so this is the week to have fun. It also is a great week to get back in touch with any spiritual or creative interests that you might have. So that takes you barely into the first few days of the new year, and I hope you have a great time with your family, Libra.